good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge, your daily sports betting brand of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all of sports betting, and it's not even close. Tonight, Eastern Conference Finals get underway. The Celtics at the Heat. Don't forget, Early Edge in 5. You guys have made it so incredibly popular. We'll be here at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, but don't blink because we'll be in and we'll be out in less than 5 minutes. Now, I told you guys yesterday, the only thing that can help me with this severe cold that I've developed is a really good day at the brand. And I told you we'd sweep the board. I don't just say it to say it, everybody. I say it because I mean it. And I'll take pushes. We'll take pushes. And, of course, I continue to cash day after day after day. And buckets, Maestro, coming through as well. Let's bring in the stars of the show. And you know, NHL is back. NBA is back. Baseball today. So I had to bring in the heavy hitters. First and foremost, live from Las Vegas, Nevada, Zach Attack. Zach Simony. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. I don't know how you do it, Coach, with those run line underdogs. That is something else. Good job by you. But we're here to talk basketball again today. It's back in action. Eastern Conference Finals, Game 1.
Boom. I'm here for it, too. Now, this man, he is like a rabid dog. And when you back him into a corner, there's only one thing that my man Johnny B is going to do. Going to come out firing. Johnny Bullman. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Coach. We got 18 baseball games today. That means 3 doubleheaders. We've got the second round of the NHL playoffs starting as well. And as you mentioned, NBA, we got a lot of sports today for Tuesday.
And we have something very, very special for you. Follow us at SportsLine on Twitter. Turn on your notifications because my man Johnny B is going to have a SportsLine exclusive for the NHL. And we're going to have it posted by around 11 a.m. Eastern time. Turn on those notifications. Now, he might be stoic, but he is an absolute savage. Mikey B, Mike Barner, good morning.
Good morning. I'm looking forward. Not only am I on the show this morning, but I'll be on the Early Edge in 5 later today. So 2 times in one day. Can't beat it.
You can never get too much Mike Barner. Let's go. Let's get into it. Storylines that could affect the betting lines today, and I cannot wait for this matchup. Celtics and the Heat. Zach, start us off.
Yeah, we did a little hedge action yesterday, and you're going to want to pay attention to what happens in this first game tonight, because just because a team wins this first game does not mean they're going to win the series. We've seen, ignoring the bubble in 2020, I didn't factor that in, but the last 3 teams to lose game 1 in the Eastern Conference Finals have actually won the series. You go back last year, remember Atlanta upset the Milwaukee Bucks. 2 years ago, the Toronto Raptors, they were down 0-2. Actually, 3 years ago without the bubble, they were down 0-2 against the Milwaukee Bucks. They ended up winning for the next 5 to go to the finals and beat the Golden State Warriors. And then LeBron James is last year with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lost the first 2 games to the Boston Celtics before they went on to win the series. So there's going to be some hedge opportunities. You're going to want to see what happens in game 1 here, especially with Miami home court advantage and with Boston being so heavily priced. If Miami wins game 1, it still does not mean that they're going to win this series.
Yeah, and you want to follow the show because my guys are always posting on Twitter, on Instagram when things are changing. This feels like a really, really long series. But Mikey B, if it's a long series, the Celtics are going to need all the bodies that they can get. And one body who's athletic, who is dominant inside and hasn't been playing, he's back. Talk to me.
Yeah, big news for the Celtics. Robert Williams will be available for game 1. He had surgery to repair a torn meniscus in March, and he was only out for a little bit less than a month. He played only 2 games in the Nets series. He played the first 3 against the Bucks, but he didn't play more than 25 minutes in any of them. He then went back to the sidelines. He's missed the last 4 games. Supposedly, he's not going to be on a minutes restriction tonight. I still don't think he's going to push past 30 minutes, but definitely good news for the Celtics to get their defensive big man back in the rotation.
He is so athletic, and just to have somebody chasing the ball around, he does all of the dirty work that nobody else wants to do. Don't be scared to hit that like button for me. Increase the show. It really, really matters. Speaking of hitting, right now, if we are on overs, we need to hit with runners in scoring position. Johnny B, do you have something for me?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about hitting with runners in scoring position today. This is a good stat to look at when you think a team's been overperforming or underperforming. Their good lineups hit without runners on base, and they'll start to hit with runners on base, so it does even out over time. It's not as useful for handicapping individual games because sample sizes are so small in a single game, but about 1.5 months in, you can start to see some true averages. And a couple notables. The Blue Jays are dead last in weighted on base average with runners in scoring position at 242. And that's not a batting average. So they're both getting lots of runners on, and they're not hitting when the runners are on. The Angels are first in the league with a 375 weighted on base average. This team has definitely been overperforming a bit, but they also have one of the best lineups in the league. So we can see this to continue in the top 5 throughout the rest of the season. The Reds are ranked 6th in the league with weighted on base average with BRISP. They get a ton of runners. They don't get a ton of runners on, but when they do, they cash in. And then a couple others. The Red Sox are 3rd worst in the league, and the Braves are 6th worst in the league. These are 2 teams that I would expect to regress to the mean and get much better throughout the season.
I know what you all are thinking at home right now. Johnny B does the work that we don't want to do. Well, guess what? He does the work that I don't want to do either. Incredible storyline by you. Thank you very much. But we come here for our plays today, and I am fired up for our board. But before we do that, we got to pay some bills. Here's a little word from our partners. And we are back, and we are all set for our boards today. SportsLine. If you're not a member, what are you doing? It's the best value in all sports betting. $10 a month. You just spent $10 a month. See what I'm saying? It's the best value. So 2 plays today. You get all of our analysts, all of our simulations, all of our cappers. Little same game parlay. Panthers on the money line and over 4.5 goals. The Panthers, 81% straight up at home this season. 71% of the time in our simulations for this game, Florida cashes. The Lightning have scored at least 2 goals in 6 straight games. We're going to go Panthers on the money line and over 4.5 goals. It gives you a -120 number. Then on the late game, Blues and Avalanche, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to go Avalanche to win in regulation and both teams to score, -125. Another same game parlay. A great way to bring the number down and give you something that you can play with. All right, as I mentioned, we are having a very special NHL exclusive at SportsLine later this morning from John Bowman. Now, let's get into our board with my cappers. And you know that we don't just randomly put together the lineup. It matters. So, Johnny B, I know that you feel like you haven't been performing up to your standards as of late. So I wanted you right out of the blocks to set the tone today. What do you got?
I like it, Coach. We got to switch things up, change seats because things haven't been going great lately. But I do love the Mariners at +120 against the Blue Jays today. Logan Gilbert has been very good this season. He has struggled a bit in his past couple of outings, but he should have success against the righty-heavy lineup in the Blue Jays. Jose Barrios has been struggling pretty much all season, and the Blue Jays bullpen behind him isn't much better. But the Blue Jays bullpen is also missing Tim Meza, who was just added to the IL. And Jordan Romano could also be out their closer again with an illness. So the Blue Jays struggling bullpen is even more thin. The Mariners ran into a buzzsaw yesterday in Yusei Kikuchi, and he's been much better than honestly I expected lately. But the Mariners bat should have a lot more success today. So I like the Mariners to salvage a game here.
All right, Mariners, a little underdog play in Toronto. Full transparency, that's what we're all about. I almost played the Blue Jays today.
Hey, fading me right now wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
I got you. I got you back. I'm playing the Mariners too. All right. Now, I love when we just bring Zach Attack in. Nobody pays attention. And then all of a sudden he wins 5 days in a row, 6 days in a row. I feel we have a run starting right here, right now. Zach, you're up.
Yeah, Coach, I'm going to go with the game one player prop with Marcus Smart over 13.5, -115. He is listed as questionable, but I believe with the stakes at line, they said his MRI was good. He's clean. They're going to test him out this morning to see how he's moving, but I think he's going to play. And even if he doesn't, that's one of the good things about this, it'll be voided. So we're going to go with the chance that he's going to play. You look throughout this postseason, his shot attempts are up. The huge factor. His last 8 postseason games, 15 shots, 16 shots, 11 shots, 8, 13, 11, 16, and 9. And keep in mind that 9 was the last game where he did tweak his foot. So his shot attempts are way up. And during that stretch, he's averaging 6 3-point shots per game. He had one where he shot 10. So he's going to shoot the ball. And you look at the Boston Celtics, they have so many role players. You really don't know who you can depend on. Al Horford, he had a big game one time. But Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, those are the main 2 players. and defense is keen on them. You've seen them get stagnant a little bit for key stretches, especially Jaylen Brown. He's very, very streaky, so someone needs to fill the void. That player is Marcus Smart. He's a reliable shooter and scorer, and you're going to see his points per game go up. And another big factor for me is this means more to him. This is his 4th trip to the Eastern Conference Finals in the last 6 years. Has not made it to the NBA Finals. So I think he's one of those players you can ride throughout this series unless he's hindered by that foot, but we'll find out today. But I'm going to play him over 13.5 points.
It's so funny because every time I mention motivation as a reason for making a play, like old school guys are like, you can't factor that. It has nothing to do. It's all about the – stop it. Motivation matters. Thank you, Zach. Now, I saw my man – Big Cheese or whatever in the chat said he faded me yesterday and both won because I was on the Rockies plus 1.5. Fade me at your own risk, ladies and gentlemen. Fade me at your own risk. Today, we're going right back. No, not right back. We're going to Milwaukee. Brewers, minus 121. How are we getting this number? I cannot believe it. On the mound for the Braves, Tucker Davidson. He has pitched one time this year on April 11th. Over a month ago. Now, I don't think this is going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think the Braves are going to lay down, but I expect a shootout. I don't mind the over here, 8.5 as well. But my official play today, cash with the coach. We're going to go Brewers minus 121, and I repeat, love this play. Now, we have a man on this show that always says no pressure, no diamonds. We have a man on this show that always says, give me all the smoke. And we have a man on this show today that's putting it all together because he wants the spotlight. He wants the red light. Well, Mikey B, the red light is on, and the floor is yours.
I can't believe I have the Maestro spot. What a day to start the Eastern Conference Finals in the Maestro spot. I'm going to take the Heat money line, minus 130. Celtics with a quick turnaround after playing Game 7 on Sunday. The Heat have had 4 days to rest. This game being in Miami is big. The Heat were 29-12 at home during the regular season. Now, Kyle Lowry's out again, but the Heat have actually played better without him. He's missed 6 games in the playoffs, and the Heat won all 6. I like the Heat to take advantage of the home court here and pull out the win over the Celtics in Game 1.
Oh, wow. I'm not going to do it. Coach, can you put all the plays on the app? No, I cannot do that. You got to watch the show. You guys literally want me to take you to the dinner table and feed you. That's what you guys want. God forbid, we do a little bit of work. All right. I'm just looking. Where has Prop Stars been at from Jairi? Well, Prop Stars will be on Early Edge in 5 later today. I'm glad you asked. All right, we are up against it. Grab your paper. Grab your pencil. Here's the recap, courtesy of AB on the 1s and the 2s, and it looks glorious. Can't even do it. My voice won't allow me to do the true one. But Zach Attack, Marcus Smart over 13.5 points. Again, if he does not play for any reason, this will be a voided bet. Mariners money line plus 120 from Johnny B. Mikey B. Heat money line at minus 125. You're going to cash with me. You're going to do it the Brewers minus 121. And from SportsLine today, 2 same game parlays. Panthers money line in the over 4.5 minus 120, and the Avalanche to win in regulations and both teams to score minus 125. AB, show your face. I've got a couple of issues with you today.
Shoot him, Coach. What do we got?
In the chat.
Yep.
I can't remember who says it, but they said, are we going to have a video, pre-video, like AB does? What are they talking about?
Yep, just a little pre-show video I was doing when we were hosting. It was literally walking into the office, talking about what we have, setting up the show.
Did preview. You done that by me?
I did not, and that's the problem here. That's what's causing a lot of errors.
That is the problem.
It is, and in baseball, as Bowman would say, it's a compounded error, right? I made the first mistake, and then I made another mistake on top of it. It's really what gets you sit down to single A.
That is your life. Compounded mistakes is your life, AB.
It is.
All right. With that being said, explain the AB3 today, please.
Yeah, the only thing in my life that's not a compound mistake, but a compound winner is this AB3 today. We're going to go plus 168. And look, it's all about insurance here. We're going to take the Florida Panthers alternate spread at plus 1.5. We're going to take the Boston Celtics plus 6.5, move that number up. And then we're going to take the Colorado Avalanche at home just to win the game. They can win it in regulation, they can win it overtime, whenever. We just need them to win. And a little Chick-fil-A nugget for everybody today. The last 3 games played between the Celtics and the Heat in Miami, Boston 3-0 straight up, 3-0 against the spread. The under is 3-0 as well. Great show today, boys.
So the spread, I believe, is 2. AB, can you come back on, please?
Yellow.
The spread is 2, right?
Correct, sir.
Right, Celtics plus 2. Okay. I don't even need the 2. Mikey B, are you in or are you out? I want a showdown. I want the Celtics. What say you?
I am in. Heat.
It's gonna be a showdown. Oh, that feels so good.
Maestro spot and a showdown. Ah!
Oh, this could be really, really great for you, or you could burn.
I don't even have Venmo. I'm an old man. I use PayPal. This could be trouble.
Oh, here we go again.
I'll figure it out. Don't even worry. Just send me a check.
Can I send you a cashier's check? Would that work?
Send me a cashier's check. That would be just fine. All right, don't forget, later today, we've got Early Edge in 5 at 4 Eastern time. First cut, our PGA Championship mega preview today at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Do not forget, I will be on site at the PGA Championship this week on Friday and Saturday, and we'll be doing a lot of fun content from the second major of the year. Yes, we get paid to do this, and damn it, I love every single second of it. So with that being said, we've got one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, I love them all. Zach Attack, Johnny B, Mikey B, and of course, AB, a lot of B's. The ones and the twos. I am the coach. You want to have fun? You want to be included? You want to be valued? Right here at the Early Edge. Good luck.